Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to another episode of SINTOWN REPAIR. I'm here with my co-worker and partner Lee Johnson, and today we're going to be working on this 1979 Chevrolet Camaro with the straight six standard 3-speed. It was automatic, but they swapped it. I don't know if it was a V8 at one time. I don't even think this is a true Z28. I'm pretty sure that they just put some badges on it and called it a Z28 because it doesn't even have those, like, not flares, but the breathers on the side. It usually has like breathers or some type of deal on the side. It looks nice. We picked this bad boy up in Wharton, Texas, a little bit up north, going towards Houston. She's pretty rough shape, as you can see. Whole bunch of rust. I've been dealing with a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, the original person that owned this did say that it wasn't locked. He did say it was running. That wasn't true at all. You can ask the cameraman behind you. Yesterday we spent the whole day getting this thing unlocked. I know I cheated, I'm sorry, forgive me. You know what, we got it unlocked. You want to know how? We put, what did we put? We put a whole bunch of stuff in there. We put mystery oil, we put, is it seafoam or is it styrofoam? I don't know which one it is. Mystery oil, WD-40. Where's the other stuff at? Blaster, what's it called? It just says Big Shot Industrial Size Blaster since 1957. We used a whole bunch of this. This is what saved us. And mystery oil and a whole bunch of other things. Praying too. Praying helped a lot, you know? This is her. I'm so glad that you are back with me. It feels like it's been forever. I needed this. Y'all needed this. We all needed this. Like, good. Nah, I'm just playing. But anyways, yeah, if y'all want to take a look inside, the door opens this time. I made sure. If you want to open the door.
You want to open it?
I'll open the door. This is the interior. It smells like just unbearable. Look at that rust. Look at that rust. You could only imagine the type of fear I was in whenever I found out that this thing wasn't in the shape that he said it was. But that was my fault. I should have checked to see if it rotated, but it's all right. Giving people the benefit of the doubt, it's a good thing today because it's very, very rare. This should open right there. Needs struts, or I don't even know how this thing even opened back then, but yeah, it's pretty locked. Got a whole bunch of stuff in here. I haven't even cleared it out yet to see what exactly is in there, but yeah. Oh, guess where the gas tank is on this thing? You tell me exactly where the gas tank is on this thing. Exactly. Do you give up? You give up? You give up? It's right there. Isn't that awesome? I was expecting, more of a, but no. But still pretty cool. Oh, and there's the trunk one too. That's awesome. I didn't see that one till now. Thank y'all for having that experience with me. Yeah, more rust holes right there. Z28. Told you, somebody just got a Z28 emblem and stomped it in there. It'll get in there. There we go. That's about as good as it's gonna get. 166,000 miles. Let's look at the pedals. He might be telling the truth. The weird thing is, though, if it was automatic, why change it to a 3-speed? Especially for a 79. I was really excited because I thought it was a 4-speed. But whenever I tried looking for reverse, there is no reverse. I mean, there is no extra gear. There's only 4 gears in here. So that means that this one's reverse, this one's first, and then, what's the other one? Third, and then fourth. Hold on. Could be lying to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see? So, only 3. There's only 3 gears. It's a 3-speed. Because look, watch. Oh, check this out. Clutch works. Okay, so that's reverse. First, second, and then third. But yeah, so what took us so long was that, and I kept putting it in first, was not first, it was reverse. So once I put it into second, and then what I thought was third, and let it sit for third for a good while, just kept popping it, lock it, drop it, stop it. And then finally it gave. She gave. Had the spark plugs out, of course. They spilled everywhere. Look, I'll show you to prove it to you that this thing was locked up. There's another thing I've been working on right now. It's gonna need a water pump. That water pump was locked up as well. Of course, any and every little thing. So yeah, the water pump is locked up. This thing is locked up. Got this. Let's do it. Oh no. That is probably why it was locked up. Don't worry, that's not the radiator, that's for the AC or whatever. It's not doing no good anyways. Cheese and crackers. That is wild. Okay guys. It might buff out. No, it's not. But yeah, we got her unlocked though. She's not locked no more. I don't think this motor's gonna last if we're being completely honest. But that is ridiculous. I mean, look at that. See what happens whenever you just leave water sitting in there? I need to show this to my grandpa. He's gonna freak because he loves putting water instead of antifreeze. Yeah, we're gonna have to go buy a new water pump. Obviously. I mean, look at that. That is bad. That's real bad. Check this out. This thing is old. It's rusting too. We're gonna go buy our water pump. Plan is get it running. Try to, at least. I don't know how this is gonna work. I wonder if it locked up because it overheated, or if it locked up just because it had all that water in there and they're finally mixing or something. I don't know. That's a lot of rust though. That's pretty bad though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So we're still gonna throw a water pump in. Yeah, we're gonna do spark plugs. We're gonna do the oil and the oil filter. He already did. It looks like somebody else tried to get this puppy unstuck because there's not even a bolt there no more. They've stripped the bolt, I'm guessing, and they put some, I don't even know what. Yeah guys, look forward to this episode. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a hard one, obviously. We're gonna see what we can do. We have tires, so I just need to get the brakes working. The brakes aren't working. I checked the fluid's good. Probably need to be bled. We have tires, so that, you know what that means. That means we're probably gonna be able to go for rides in this thing. This thing hasn't ran since 09. It's like 14 years? Yeah? Okay, good. We're gonna get this thing running. Still have the Bel Air over there. Still am yet to sell it. It's been challenging. Nobody wants to pay for anything today, but don't worry guys, I'm not getting discouraged. I'm not gonna let y'all down. We're still gonna keep going. We're still gonna get that GTO. It's just when, where, how, but not why. Alrighty, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye. Hello all YouTubers, welcome back. It is nighttime. This is like a day or two later. We've been waiting on parts all day or two later. So we finally got the water pump in. I'll just take a seat right here. It's been a long day. I had ordered a key fob and I was gonna replace it, but it's giving me a hard time to replace it, so probably just gonna end up ignoring that and putting that back on and hoping that the key, since it's in the on position, it'll give it fire to the spark plugs, and if it does, then good. That means we're in business. That means that, you know, it doesn't even matter. So I'm gonna end up putting up that tonight, and right now we just put in the water pump and we took off some hoses. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm probably gonna end up needing hoses because this is just bad. Like it's bad. Look what I don't know if you can hear that. Oh well, this one's not that bad. Well, that one has a hole in it for me using the flathead to get it off. Don't recommend that. You hear that? The little crunching. Point is, probably gonna end up needing a new one. Look at that. Pretty bad in there. Use your stethoscope to zoom in on that. But yeah, but we're still gonna use them. We're still gonna try them, see, you know what happens. This is the old water pump you already seen. I ended up spraying it out. Not why that was off, of course. I did it before. Ended up spraying it out. This is why it was stuck. I mean, look, getting somewhere. Check this out too. This is the thermostat housing right here. Can you believe that? Look, that's like deteriorating. That's erosion. That's what you call erosion. We're witnessing science, people. But on the inside though, the thermostat is in there. The thermostat's in there right there. You can see that little shiny thingy. There she is. There she is. Yes, right there. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. And this is just crazy, guys. I mean, look at this. This is all from that erosion that I took off, like all that white powder stuff right there. Right there, you can still kind of see some of it. I mean, it looks like Scarface sneezed in here. Like, geez, look at all this white stuff. Look at that down there. But don't worry, guys. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna at least get this done. Put the radiator back in. Put the valve cover back on. We're gonna need a gasket for sure, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure it's inevitable at this point. What else? I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna need a fuel pump and fuel hose. Pretty sure. Well, enough talking. I guess let's finish this. But we got a little treat for y'all. Oh, you can't look too long. You can't look too long. But don't worry, that video will be coming up shortly. I really hope you are excited for that one. I think I've just been going 70s lately. This is a 79, and that little red beauty over there is a 78. So get ready for that one, y'all need to strap in. This is getting crazy. You know what I mean? I'm like, any, mini, miny, mo. Which car am I gonna call a tow for and move? I don't know. But you know, we're figuring it out, guys. We're figuring it out, and you know, I think I'm figuring out my calling, and I'm having a blast. I hope y'all are too. Anyways, let's get to work. We're in business. I'm gonna have to put the steering wheel and all that back together tomorrow morning. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to rinse it out again and then put all that together. The reason that this radiator isn't on right, because I know y'all are saying, dude, that's not on right at all. If you look at the very bottom, there's not even a support anymore. Like, it's all rusted bad. This thing has a lot of bottom rust. I don't know why. It makes no sense. I mean, it came from up north. Oh, well, actually, no, well, the top's rusted too. Yet, either way, it came from up north, and the bottom and the top both have rust issues. So there's that. And also tomorrow we're going to fix all this, get it ready, make sure all the hoses are on. Probably gonna need hoses, like I said, but we're still gonna try to see at least what they'll do. Probably gonna end up doing what they did and just using water for now. I did buy 50/50, so once we know that it's holding, then, or if we're just gonna get hoses, I'll put in the 50/50. Other than that, I see no reason why. What else? We're gonna pray and hope that the fuel pump does work. The fuel pump, so the fuel pump and the starter, we gotta hope that those work. Spark plug wires, I don't really want to get any of that. Like I said, I just want to make sure this thing runs first, and if it runs, then yeah, we'll do it, and if it doesn't, well, at least we tried, and I'll just get rid of it like this. Oh, and then as for the red beauty bar in front of me, whichever, that one we're going to be running a video on shortly. We might have to do a head gasket change. I'm not going to lie to you, the previous owner blew the head, so there's that. Another headache. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I can't wait. We got a few more cars coming too. Just need to get rid of what we got first, and then we can move on to those. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna get good. You're gonna want to be here for it. Alrighty, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Welcome back, guys. It's Easter Sunday. Today's the 9th of April. I just finished putting everything back for the most part. I'm not gonna lie to you, that starter's no good. It's gonna suck. Probably the fuel pump is no good either. It's gonna suck. So today we're gonna be switching out the fuel pumps from the Bel Air and the starter as well. Brakes are not working. We're gonna have to figure that part out as well. Kind of hot out here. We've been recovering from the rain, so of course it's gonna be hot. It never fails. It rains, it gets really hot, it dries up, we get mosquitoes. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I've been debating on whether or not to tell y'all what happened to us the other day for a little story time. So I guess I'm probably gonna end up telling y'all right now. So day before yesterday, it was raining really bad, and there was a deal that I thought I just could not go without. So I ended up forcing myself to drive 4 hours all the way to a place called Dayton, Texas. It's up by Houston, Texas, a little further north, in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of woods. It looks crazy out there. It's pretty beautiful, but the people were, you know, it's different out there. They they hunt with guns, like fishing with guns too, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So we go, and I'm driving, and I take my grandpa with me, you know, because he's the one that can maneuver the trailer in and out. I'm barely getting used to. I know how to load up the car, I know how to strap down the car, I know how to drive with the car on the highway. It's the maneuvering, backing up, going through certain routes, certain corners, back, like reversing wise. Anyways, so we go, and this car that we're going to go get, which is why I went to go get it, because it was such a good deal. I thought it was, at least. It was a 1965 Ford Mustang, straight six with the 3-speed on the floor, which was gonna be great if I had gotten it. It was missing 2 of the front wheels, but the guy said that we could just swap, which I, had the idea too, that we could just swap the back wheels to the front, and then he had a forklift, and we were just gonna raise up that back end, put the trailer, put the ramps, and then wheelbarrow her up onto the trailer. But it was so bad with the rain. Getting in there, we almost got stuck. We did get stuck. My grandpa had to get us out. And then whenever we go see the car, the worst part happened. This car was not what he said it was. It was a Mustang, it was 65, and it did have a straight six with the 3-speed. The straight six was missing a radiator, missing the belts. I think it was even missing the side piece right here. Or no, the carburetor and the manifold was good. I think it was missing the distributor and the starter and the fuel pump, and I think she was even missing power steering. Like, a lot of it was gone. It was just pretty much the block. The hood was rusted pretty bad. What else had happened? The floors were gone. There was no floors to that car. If I had sat in it, would have went straight down, yabba dabba dood it type stuff. And, well, long story short, I didn't end up getting the car. I did not end up getting the car. We drove 8 hours in total through rain, and I didn't even end up getting it. I ended up telling him, nah, it's just not for me. Sorry to waste your time, but this is just way too far gone. Yeah, now we're back now and contemplating what to do next. Kind of learned a lesson. Don't get greedy with it. Like, yeah, you could be on a roll, could be getting cars left and right, but don't think that every single car that you go try to go get or go look at is gonna be the right one, if that makes sense. But you live and you learn, and good bosses take losses. It's not how much you lose, it's how you can get it back and how you can bounce back from that kind of loss. I guess let's get this started. Enough story time for y'all. Ask for pictures, ask for everything that you can, and don't believe whenever they tell you that something's in the trunk and then you make them open the trunk and it's not even in the trunk. Just remember that. Okay, all right, let's go. All right, guys, so we ran into a bit of a problem here. That Bel Air, just because it's a straight six, don't mean that they're gonna match up with the starters. I probably should have known that, but it's okay. It's okay. I had a starter ordered. Pretty sure it's still there. It hasn't even been a week. It's probably been like 3 days since it's got there, so we're gonna be good on that. This is the difference. There's that one, and then there's this one. I dropped that. Well, then there's this one. But some cool thing about it though is, can y'all guess what's cool? I don't know if y'all can read that. That, my friends, is an original starter from the factory. It even says it. Hold on. I think it says factory manufactured right there or something like that. Pretty sure if you were to run those numbers, you'd figure it out. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never pulled out a starter where it's an original like that. I pulled out a fuel pump where it says AC on it. Supposedly that means it's original. So right now we're gonna go get another starter from the Big O. the O'Reilly's. Then we'll come back, put it in the starter, and hopefully she'll turn over right. I'm not gonna lie to you, that flywheel, whenever it was stuck, it must have pulled out a lot of rust because I shook out most of it, but in the inside there it's pretty bad. And then another way I can tell this thing is bad is, check this out. See how it spins freely like that? Now check this out. This is a new starter, semi-new. Can barely move it, like I'm having to push it hard. Okay, it's moving a little bit faster. There you go. Yeah, now it's getting okay. And it doesn't even move up whenever I try to pull on it. This one goes side to side and moves up. Look, watch. Moves up really easy and then spins. I might as well be the Bendix right now. But alrighty, be right back. Gonna get that taken care of. These are expensive, by the way. So before y'all go into any projects like these, know that these are $100 a pop, no matter what. That's without the core. So with the core, you're probably looking at like 110, 120. Just depends on where you're at too, because everything goes up and down every day. So yeah, let's go get that handled. Be right back.
And cut.
Welcome back. It's 2 days after Easter. It's the 11th of April. Hope y'all had a good Easter, by the way. Been dealing with a lot. Had to go through like 3 of these just to find the right starter. Turns out there is no right starter. You have to rebuild the starter that you have. So there was that. Only cost $50, which is okay. Probably $100 worth of gas. Had to go about an hour away just to go get it redone. But anything for y'all, you know? I haven't turned it over yet, so I don't know exactly how good this starter is gonna work. All I did was change out the solenoid first, hoping that would fix it, and it didn't. It would still spin, but stay not engaged. It would just spin. Sometimes it would engage, but not for long. It wouldn't do it. It needs to be longer than just one time or twice. And it was going back and forth, which is not good. If you notice that your Bendix is able to go left and right, bad. So don't even try it. Install the starter right now. We're gonna turn it over, see if she fires. If she does fire, then I'll continue with everything else. The brakes, getting them bled. I'm pretty sure that's what it needs. Hopefully, maybe, something. Put the radiator back up where it goes, then put some fluid in it, see if it, doesn't get hot, and just go from there. I already got spark plugs in her too. I had to go get some new ones because these are just not good. But let's get this thing going. Hold on. Let me see, take this out real quick. That don't sound too good. I need to wait a little bit. Yeah, no, she's backfiring crazy. Fire coming out? Spark. Have an issue. For some reason, now she's not firing. Oh boy. These aren't even points. Oops. get my hands on it. Alright guys, remember, I'm just guessing here. I don't know if that's gonna fix it or not. But what I do know is that the one that I just switched out works. So yeah, that's just in case it does work. Let's just test her out real quick. Yeah, I don't think it worked. Okay, what is it now? Maybe it just needs more gas. But she's firing. Yeah, I guess let's try the gas thing. Carburetor could be bad. Highly doubt it though. Are you okay down there? Might have to do a compression test, guys, because it honestly shouldn't be fighting me this hard. Another thing I could swap out is the ICMB, I think that's what it's called, or ICM, whatever. It's a little chip that goes into the distributor. Obviously wires and a coil, or not a coil, the wires and a rotor, or a cap and rotor. But if it's firing, I mean, I don't see what else it could be other than that chip. It's the only thing I could think about, but it should start. Let's try it again. Please. Nah. I'm gonna try the little chip, and if that doesn't work, I don't know. Other than the compression test, like I said, that's like the only thing I could think about, that the compression's bad on it. That's probably why they parked it, but it's gonna suck. Let me see something here. Get that out of there. borrow you. Try one more thing, guys. Keep an eye on this real quick and see if it has a little spark. You just put it here. Or actually, go turn it on for me. I put on the thingy so it's easier for you to turn. Do it again. Yeah. Okay, you can stop. Hello guys, welcome back. It's been a long and rather difficult week. I didn't get running, like at all. For about an hour straight the other day, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was draining and draining and draining and draining and draining that battery. I thought that maybe the starter was defective. We ended up taking it to go get redone. They'd redone the whole internal part. And it ended up costing, I think, like 40 bucks, 50 bucks, which wasn't too bad. So I replaced the starter solenoid and had done that, thinking that it would fix it, and it didn't. It still was having a rough time starting. Well, then I noticed that there was a gallop each time. I was just thinking it was a starter, so, you know, I stayed positive. So I charged up the battery more, and then we got to go fix the starter, and then we brought it back. And then the gallop was still in there a little bit, so I'm thinking that, you know, it can't be nothing. It can't be what you think it is. I'm thinking it's off timing. It's got spark. She's sparking, but I'm thinking that either the timing's advanced or it's retarded. So then I did a whole bunch of research on how to do timing, guesstimating wise, and I must have guesstimated at least 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times. It kept backfiring through the carburetor. It just was not starting. But yeah, we couldn't get it to start, and I've never, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's probably one of my first of many losses, but I'm glad that I got to experience it with y'all and not by myself, I guess. A good time. I'm gonna show y'all exactly why it's not gonna start or run. So this is called a compression tester. You put it comes with basically a different fitting. It's not a silencer piece. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to be fun. For different, you know, spark plug holes, big ones, small ones, you name it. Anyways, I took off the little extended piece, extension or whatever, and then just ran it like this. And this is a data sheet. This is what my cylinders look like. Excuse my chicken writing. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at writing. Anyways, cylinder 1, that's 95, that's a 9. 95. You know, that's not bad. You could still run it at 90. I'm not saying that's great, but you could still run it at 90. And I had been whenever I was messing with the timing, I was getting on dead center. So, you know, you mess with the starter, poke the starter with the screwdriver, get it to turn over, and then whenever you hear that, whenever it blows your thumb back, that's more dead center. But as long as the piston's on top as well. And there's a little line on the balancer, and that's how you locate your timing on whether or not it's right or not. So I was going off that, and I made sure everything was right. Spark plug, the rotor, and the cap were all facing towards cylinder 1. So there was no way it was gonna be off. So I'm thinking it's the compression. So I do cylinder 1 and it's 95. I do 2, 0. I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe it's just 1, you know, maybe it could still start. I'm not saying it's gonna run great, but at least it'll start. Okay, do 3, 0, do 4, 0, do 5, 0, do 6, 0. I honestly do not know what went wrong with this. I swear, I unlocked that Ford, that 302 V8, and it was stuck. It was really stuck too. And I unlocked it, you know, messed with it a little bit, got the points to work, and boom, it turned on, and it wasn't even smoking. This thing, I get it unlocked, and now it has zero compression. I wonder what exactly happened. I'm not gonna lie to you, that water pump was pretty bad, so maybe they probably overheated at one point, and that's why the radiator was drained. A little advice, folks, whenever you're buying a car, make sure that the motor, get you one of these. These will save you a lot of money. You wanna know why? Because you put it down right there on the crankshaft and give it a little nudge, just a little. You don't even have to turn it that hard. Sometimes with older vehicles, which I learned, is you can just turn this fan a little bit, and then just a little bit of force, the belt should turn. And with that little bit of force in the belt turning, sometimes it won't, because sometimes our water pump could be bad. But check the oil. I checked the oil, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really should have caught on to that. I just thought that since it was locked, they couldn't get it unlocked, and they didn't know how from it sitting, so I just thought that I got lucky. Yeah, that wasn't the point. The point was that this thing got locked, probably blew a head. They drained out the radiator, put in new oil and new filter, because remember I told you they put in new oil and new filter. That's why the oil looks good, and that's why they never filled this thing back up. Because I bet you if I were to fill this back up and then turn it over while the oil is in there too, it's gonna get mixed and it's gonna look ugly. If not, something else could be wrong. I don't know. I just know that the rest of the cylinder, only one cylinder's firing, like only one cylinder's compressing, the rest of them are not. So I got good news and I got bad news. Bad news is this is a loss. It's our first loss. But the good news is we got at least, I'm gonna say 2 to 4 more cars coming. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna get 2 to 4 more cars coming. We're gonna get rid of this one. It's gonna be this thing of the past and of the future, because from now on we're just gonna take this with us everywhere, no matter what. I don't care what they say. Could be sitting 5 years, could be sitting 10 years, it doesn't matter. All I know now is that not all vehicles that you get unlocked with the motor is gonna fix it. But, you know, remain positive, guys. This is a good thing. We're learning together, you know? But invest in this too. Please invest in this. This thing will save lives. But yeah, I'm really bummed out. I'm not gonna lie to you. It had tires on it. I haven't gotten one to have tires. Before, so I was really hoping once I got this thing running, we could take it for a spin for the first time ever. We never got to do that. We've only jacked it up and made sure it run, but you know, life's funny sometimes. But yeah, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. Like I said, we're gonna get new projects. Don't worry, this isn't the end of us. I'm probably thinking about maybe swapping a few parts off this one on my father's truck, and we're probably gonna see if we can get that one running for y'all instead. Make the best out of what we got, you know, make something from nothing, you know? So with that being said, I guess this concludes this episode. Again, I really am sorry, guys. I know this is, you know, this one would have been nice to see. 79 Camaro, a fake clone Z28, because it has the hood and it even has the badge on the steering wheel. I know it's not a Z28, it's probably like an LT or something. But don't worry, guys, we'll fix some other ones. We'll keep going. This is just a little hiccup in the road. I just want to say thank you for everybody that could be with me today, and I appreciate everybody that's been watching. I've been noticing my views have been going up, and I've also noticed that not only my likes, but my options have been going up, so you are doing a great job. If I can help you out in any way, let me know in the comments below. I try to subscribe to each and every one of y'all that subscribe to me, because I don't know if y'all ever thought about it, but y'all could also start y'all's own YouTube channel. It doesn't even have to be cars. Could be food, could be games, could be movies, could be whatever. And, you know, it could help you grow too. You know, I'm trying to help. I help to get help, and I give to get help, if that makes sense. But yeah, I had a good time. I hope y'all did too. We'll see you on the